Nearly everyone in the sports world has given their 2 cents on the Brittney Griner situation, especially after she was sentenced to 9 years in a Russian prison. And the vast majority of people in the mainstream sports media are saying the exact same thing. This is wrong. This is an injustice. She's been wrongfully detained, even though Brittney Griner did in fact admit she's guilty of bringing in this substance to Russia, which is illegal. You can argue about the punishment all you want, but the idea that she was wrongfully detained is just disingenuous at this point. But one person in the mainstream sports media apparently made a comment or a joke about this off air that was then brought to light, and he is getting raked over the coals for this. NFL Network's Ian Rapoport blasted for a joke about surviving Russian prison following the Griner verdict. And before we even get started, let's make it perfectly clear. I do not care if someone wants to joke about this, because you know what? Anything and everything should be made fun of in some shape, form, or fashion. You can make light of any situation. Are there going to be people that are specifically affected or offended by that specific joke? Probably. But that's the nature of comedy. That's the nature of jokes, especially when it's done off air, not on air, just talking around with your buddies. No problem with this. But a lot of people on Twitter were demanding that Ian Rapoport be fired for this. Social media exploded in condemnation on Thursday after NFL reporter James Palmer outed fellow reporter Ian Rapoport for making a joke about surviving a Russian prison on the same day WNBA star Brittney Griner's 9-year prison sentence was announced in Russia. The incident occurred during Thursday's broadcast of NFL Network's Inside Training Camp when reporter James Palmer revealed something that fellow broadcaster Ian Rapoport said off air. And I didn't know this ad was going to be here on Breitbart, but we might as well talk about 221B Tactical and the Geeks and Gamers Rebel Pack. If you guys are looking for a new tactical bag, anything like that, or just want to support Geeks and Gamers, we are working with 221B Tactical. We have this Geeks and Gamers Ultimate Rebel Pack available. I think if I open it in a new tab, we can find it right here. Indeed, right there, they're already giving us a discount. It's an awesome bag. I've been carrying around all these different conventions, and we even have our own Geeks and Gamers site where you can get a Welcome to the Rebellion patch, a Geeks and Gamers patch, or an RK Outpost patch. Just use code RK Outpost, use code Geeks and Gamers, you can get a free patch with that bag. With that being said, let's continue on. When correspondent Andrew Siciliano asked Rapoport if he was okay, Palmer interjected with what many are calling an inappropriate comment. And why don't we just listen to the whole thing?
Ian, are you okay? You were tackled? Are you okay?
I've been through a lot worse.
Listen, if Ian thinks he can survive in a Russian prison, which apparently he believes, a tackle from Nathaniel Hackett is the least of his problems.
That was not really for air, but sure. I would say that's true.
James Palmer, just pull back the curtain on the conversation we had off the air during the commercial. We're happy to report that he is okay.
Now, clearly, from the moment that gets brought up, Ian Rapoport knows it's like, well, I didn't really mean for that to be on air, but yeah, sure, go ahead, and kind of rolls with it. And Siciliano kind of does the same thing. Yeah, we were having that conversation off air, probably not meant for air, but let's move on. Even though a joke was clearly made off the air about surviving a Russian prison, which there's no problem with at all, these people came hard after Ian Rapoport. Nasty, but unfortunately not surprising. I know we all have that one guy we know that does this shit when in larger groups, but to do this on television, a fight would have to ensue. Please, this dude that's got a cartoon as your profile picture, you ain't doing shit. You're a little bitch and everybody knows it. Who's this? That was not really for air. Tells you everything you need to know. What a snitch, OMG. How do these hacks have jobs? What the fuck? Everybody has that one person they know who can't shut his mouth and always says the things that shouldn't be said. Come on, Palmer, that's true. In light of Brittney Griner being sentenced to 9 years in a Russian prison, this was tacky, inappropriate, and insensitive. At Rap Sheet, this is disgusting. How absolutely disrespectful, complete trash people. And it went on and on and on. People are mad at Ian Rapoport over a joke that wasn't even told on air that Palmer ended up letting slip about surviving a Russian prison. Come on, dude. How fucking sensitive are we? Yeah, you should feel bad that Brittney Griner's locked up for 9 years if you want to feel bad about that. I personally don't think she should have got 9 years in prison. I think that's ridiculous. But at the same time, there's people in America who are serving prison sentences that are similar or worse than that for marijuana possession. That's just the facts. But you want to be all offended because Brittney Griner, an athlete that you don't really even care about, or else you'd actually watch her games, you'd actually go to her games, but you don't. You don't care about Brittney Griner. Brittney Griner didn't care about America. She didn't give a shit about America till she got locked up in a Russian prison cell. But here all these people are trying to act hypocritical as fuck over a joke. Ian Rapoport, you should have told it on air. That's my only problem I have. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later.